Yes, people, welcome back. Smash a like for my tears. Smash a like for the way I feel. Because shit, this stuff is low. Manchester United in 12th. 3-0 loss at home to Tottenham. Bruno, the captain, sent off him at a lead by example. Ten Hag scratching his chin with his bar lead on the sideline like me. Where can I run? Where can I turn to? You know, Forrest Gump. I'm sure he can run for miles, but I can't do that. I haven't been to the gym. I haven't done cardio in a long time. I've got nowhere to hide. I've got to sit right here and talk to you lot. Because this week is Judgment Week, not Judgment Day. This week is Judgment Week. I'm at the brink. I've backed Ten Hag. I've come out on Mandem Talk. I've come out on my own shows. Come out here on Never a Foul, regular. Debated with the Mandem, debated with other fans, and I've defended Erik Ten Hag to the death. But he's given me nothing to keep defending him. Look, yesterday was, not good enough. Losing at home to Spurs in the manner of that, fans leaving the stadium, players looking dejected, manager looking dejected, 12th in the league, only beating Fulham and Southampton. If you had asked me this at the start of August, I would have said, nah, we're doing better than that. We've got our signings now. We've got Ten Hag's players now. We've had one good season, one bad season. This is the season to judge him. I said I'd give you till Christmas. Bro, you've got till Sunday, 4 p.m. Sunday, 4 p.m. Porto away, Wednesday. Porto away. Go and win that game. You have to. You must beat them on Wednesday. And then we go to Villa and we silence doubters. You have to go there and beat Watkins, Rodgers, and them, man. You have to do it. A draw won't be good enough. You have to go there and win, Ten Hag. The pressure is on. Judgment Week is now. The clock is ticking. I can't keep defending this anymore. I'm losing it. I'm sitting on the sofa, laying down, having a Solero ice cream when we're losing to Tottenham at home. That's relaxation. That's like chilling on the motorway, putting it in cruise control and doing nothing and just chatting to the man then while you play some tunes. I'm not focused. I'm not zoned in. Get me zoned in, Erik. Get me back in the game. Because you're losing me. You're losing the fans. Man, where do I start? I'm going to start with the excuse. And I'm trying not to laugh when I say this because people would generally think I'm gassing when I'm not. This is how I viewed the first half, right? First half, 20 minutes, Spurs were cooking. We couldn't get out of the half. They were playing through the lines at will and could have scored 2 or 3 more goals. I admit that. Spurs were great in the first 20 minutes. Then the tide started turning. Man United started getting more on the ball, started creating half chances in and around the box. The ball weren't falling right. The last pass weren't coming off, but we were growing into the game. Spurs were regressing. We were growing. And I was like, yo, if we get to halftime even at 1-0, we're coming back and winning this game. And people might think it's delusional. First 20 minutes, Spurs were brilliant. But then we started growing. We were coming into it. The fans were getting into it. Attacking Stretford in the second half. I thought Spurs are going to do what Spurs do. They're going to crumble under the pressure. We'll get one, and then we'll go on and get another. And then the captain, Bruno Fernandes, reckless moment, rash challenge. Was it a red? No, it wasn't a red. It wasn't a red. He slips and he catches him high. But it wasn't with aggression. It wasn't, he didn't even hit him with the front of his foot or the most dangerous part. It's more the back of his foot. It wasn't a red. Look, he's given a red. I'm not going to complain about it, but it wasn't a red. And that changed the game. It changed the game, but it doesn't change the result because the result is we've lost 3-0. We've not scored at home and we've not been good enough collectively for the season. And that's my problem. It's not just this game in isolation. I think you got a red card at home, 1-0 down against a team that passed the ball around. You're probably going to lose it. That's how I felt. I thought 10 men, game's done. But it's not just about that one game. It's about the season. Fulham at home, first 30 minutes poor. Get the goal in the last minute. And then you go to Brighton, Could have won that game. Swings and roundabouts. Garnacho hit Xerxes. We probably win the game 2-1, but we don't. We lose in the 90th minute. But Brighton were also pretty good in that game. I don't think they were amazing, but they were good in spells of that game. Go to Palace. Palace is the only first 60 minutes of the season, like the whole season so far. That 60 minutes against Palace was my favorite 60 minutes. Should have scored 2 or 3. Should have had the game wrapped up. But again, what's been a problem as well? Scoring, converting chances. Xerxes not doing it at the moment. He looks a man who's been thrown into the dark deep end and he doesn't know how to swim. And I like Xerxes. Technically a very good player, links it up, drops others into the pockets, a bit like how Martial did. And I thought Rashford and Garnacho and players will thrive off that. But it's not working right now. He looks like he's a bit lost. And you've got Garnacho, impact sub for me. When he starts, doesn't impact games. Ahmad plays well, then he doesn't play well. And he's trying to find his rhythm still. Then he's swapping and changing the front three quite a lot. You know what I mean? And you look, it's not been good enough. Twente, FC Twente at home. We've won 20 leagues. Couldn't beat them though. Poor. Should be beating them. 1-0 up at half time. Go and kill the game. Again, don't kill the game. Eriksen gets pinched on the ball. Lapse of concentration. There's been a lot of things that have been going wrong. Lisandro Martinez, probably for me, top 3 centre-backs in the league when everyone's playing at their best level. But at the moment, he's not been showing that. This year, he's been way off it. I'm not saying he's been shit, but he's been off it. He's not been the Lisandro Martinez that I've been used to. He's been lunging in, getting reckless yellows, letting it get the game get to his head too much, showing that South American passion, but it's going against him. Mazraoui is the only player I can look at in this Manchester United team so far this season and say, look, you can look up to that ceiling and say, you know what, I'm playing well. He doesn't deserve to be on the losing side of games at the moment because Mazraoui's come in and actually the cheapest signing of the summer, and he's actually outperforming what his value was because he's a good player. Ajax to Bayern, and now he's at Man United, and he's solid defensively and technically, and I like it. But we're not winning games, Erik. We're not winning games. I'm in group chats. I'm having people on Twitter. I'm having people on Instagram DMing me. The pressure is building. The pressure is building. I'm like a can of Lucas there. I can shake it. But what happens when I do this? It's going to explode. And that's me right now. I'm nearly done, Erik. Judgment week. Porto, Villa must win games. And look, I know Villa's hard when you go away to Villa. I respect that. Villa should have beat Arsenal first game of the season or second game of the season. But Arsenal got the result. They showed a way to win. Villa are doing well this season. But when you're under pressure as a manager at Manchester United, we need to go there and say, yo, we can win this game. We can beat them. They're a top 4 team, but they're not Man City away. We can go to Villa and win. I think they've beaten us once or twice in the last 26, 27 years. And one of them was under Erik. We need to go there, turn it around and win that game. We need to go to Porto in Portugal, win that game. Because at the moment, it's done. It is done. For me, it's like the writing's on the wall. And this is where I am now. Like myself, I've defended Ten Hag, I've backed him. If they sack him tomorrow morning, it is what it is. He's been his own downfall. I look at Erik, right? And this is how I look at life in general. And this is the one thing that now I'm starting to realize myself is that when shit hits the fan, have you got a manager that can really get into the players, motivate them, have clear speech when they're speaking to them, and the players know what they're doing? For me, no offense to Erik, of course he can't help it maybe, but his language in terms of English is not great. It's broken. I don't think he can motivate the players because he can't galvanize them because they can't understand you properly. How are you meant to motivate them and really get them going in the second half? His ideas on the pitch are obviously not being transformed because you could say other than Mazraoui, all the players look like they're drowning at the moment or playing off instinct, which is when we get our goals, which is only 5 in 5 games. So like for me, what's going right at the moment, Erik? I've backed you. You've got your signings. We're now 6 games into the Premier League season or 5. We've lost it. We've drew to Twente. And then we've beaten Barnsley at home in the Carabao Cup, which you would do. But where are you showing me that, yeah, I can be the manager for the rest of the season? I'm going to show you consistency. I can show you where we're heading. For me, it's literally we're going to win 1 game, draw 2 games, or win 1 game, lose 2 games. The sea's not flowing. The river's not flowing, Erik. And this is what I mean. I'd rather see us go out there and play better football and lose. And I'll be like, do you know what? Ten Hag, my manager, is playing a style of football now. And yeah, we might be losing games, but we're going out there trying. There's an identity, and I can see what we're doing on the pitch. I can see that, okay, give it a bit of time, and the fruits could ripe. Them fruits are dead. No one's eating them. No one's even buying them at half price. And that's Erik Ten Hag for me right now. Everything he's trying, he's got the nice bananas, he's got the nice apple and the coconuts, but they're not coming through. They're not ripening. No one's going to buy them. No one's going to eat them. And that's the players right now, and that's the fans. We're just drained. We've come to the point where we're like, I'm not surprised anymore. I'm not surprised. I sat there, like I said, eating my Solero. You know, there's no excuses. There's nowhere to hide. And this is the week, guys. If we lose to Porto and lose to Villa, it's done. It's done. People who weren't done are probably done now this weekend. I'm giving you one last lifeline. And I'm going against my word. I even said give him till Christmas. I actually said I'll give him till Christmas. And I thought that was a fair analysis because I didn't think it would be this bad. But drawing to 20 at home and then getting beat like that against Spurs when we actually got 11 players on the pitch and it still wasn't great. I can't see the progress. I can't see it. And I'm gutted because this was the manager I wanted 100%. The manager I was most excited about when since Fergie's left. The football in pre-season in his first year, I was like, yeah, we finally got a real manager. You know, era's come to an end. He's talking, he believes in himself, he's giving the fans what they want to hear. But unfortunately, 2 trophies in 2 years. Fair play, respect for the trophies, and I love them moments. But I ain't cutting it, man. The league is the bread and butter. That's where you see the consistency. That's where you see if your team's progressing, like Unai Emery at Aston Villa, 16th when he took over. Now in the top 4 last season. Now in the top 5 again. There's consistency there. You know what they're doing. They're robust. They got fight. They got dignity. The players don't even feel like they have that right now. It's not just the manager, even the players. The players look like they've got no fight. The players look confused. These are players like Rashford, Eriksen, Casemiro, Kobe, who's very talented, Ahmad, De Ligt, experienced, Martinez, Anana, still experienced. You got a lot of players there that have been on the big stages. They all know how to play football. Let's not act like we've just signed them this year and like they don't know how to play football. They can play football. And can another manager get more out of these players? Yeah, I think they can. I think they can. What would I change? What would I change for Ten Hag to try and save his job this week? Bruno can't play in the league. So I'd go Agate, Eriksen, and play Kobe in the 10. Play Kobe in the 10. Just see what he can do. Bit of guile. I know he hasn't got the legs to get up and down the pitch, so play him in the 10. Or actually, no. Agate, Mainu, and Eriksen in the 10. A bit more control. A bit more control. Go with Eriksen in the 10 against Villa away. See if he can open up something. Play Kobe and Agate. Play Ahmad, Rashford, and then Højlund or Xerxes, whoever you think. Whoever you think. And that's the only way I can see something. If that was me picking the team sheet this weekend, that's what I'll do against Villa. Porto, go out there, pick a team that you think can win this game because on paper, we should beat Porto. I respect Porto. Hard game to go sometimes in Europe, away from home. But Manchester United are better than them. I've looked at their starting 11 this year. I followed them. They've not been amazing. Man United can go there and beat Porto. I'm sure Villa, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, they'll all be going there and saying, we can get a result there and beat them. A draw at worst. I want Man United to go there and beat them. The manager needs to show fight. The players now need to show fight. And we'll see on Thursday. Because if we get wrapped in Portugal, it's over before even Sunday. Get to Sunday and get wrapped. International break. He's over. It's over for Ten Hag. And I'm gutted. I actually am. I'm actually coming on here. And look, I've seen the weaknesses. I've not seen the improvements I've wanted to see. And it's not just the Spurs game. This is the thing. I've seen 60 minutes against Palace that I was happy with. Other than that, it's been a shit show this season. And he's got his players now. There's no excuses. Something has to change. It's judgment week this week. If he doesn't deliver, it's over because there's no coming back from it. Because the only coming back from it is going to be inconsistency. And can he even turn it around with 2 wins this week? And I'll be like, oh, well, we're going to be consistent now. No, I'll be going into the international break saying, okay, let's see how it goes after that. Because I'm not going to be full of confidence. I've got to see if the players can then kick on. Then you've got West Ham away, Brentford home. Mate. Oh, Erik. I rode for you, bro. I'm tired, man. Sleepless nights. Lonely in the bedroom, 4 walls and all of that. Highlights on YouTube. Seeing Solanke tap it in from half a yard out. Yeah, it's long. It's long, my brother. But Judgment Week, Erik, you've got 2 games. 2 more games, and I'd love for you to win them both. Oh, I'd love for you to win them both. How far I've come? I'm not the greatest swimmer, but I'm deep in the ocean, and the sharks are ready to eat me up. Come and get the lifeboat. Save me from the embarrassment. Please. I'm not even trying to beg you live like this, but I'm trying to say, look, I've backed you. I know the players can do more. I know you can do more. And you've got 2 games to show it. You've got to rally them. And Ruud van Nistelrooy, do something. You've been at the club. You know what it's like to believe and achieve and win things here. Guys, like, subscribe. It's Tyrone MC, never a foul. Big up everyone, every single time.